irresponsible adventures. Yeah, I was 39 or something, and I'm driving across the country with all my possessions in my truck. Well, there's a joke out there that I came to Boulder because it's as far as my truck would make it, but honestly, I thought I was more leaning towards trying to get something going with post-collegians and a club, and I thought Boulder or Eugene or maybe San Diego, and I thought, well, Boulder's 2/3 of the way, why don't I stop there and see how it feels. So I just loaded up the truck and drove across the country, and I have to admit, a couple of times I'm riding along thinking, you're really rolling the dice this time, cowboy.
When you look back at your running career, is there a photo in your mind that you see of yourself, or a moment?
Good question. Yeah. It's going through the Nymphenburg Palace Gardens in the Munich Marathon, coming around a hairpin turn where everybody was slowing down. We were running about 5:01, 5:02 pace, so we were just kind of going along at about 2:12 marathon pace. And everybody bunched up in front, and I found myself at the front of the pack. There were about 20 people. And I just took off, and I felt so good. I took off, and I felt so good that I got goosebumps. I thought to myself, these guys are making a mistake.
I made it obviously because I had no idea what I was doing, and my brother, who decided, designated himself my coach. So we decided, after he looked, so I ran 3 races, I won 3 races. We were sitting reading the newspaper one Sunday. He opens up the newspaper, he looks in the newspaper and sees there's this big race coming up. It's called the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, and it goes from one city to the next. Okay, it goes from Johannesburg to Pretoria, 56 kilometers, 35 miles. Okay, now bear in mind my longest race was 3K. Okay, so my brother decides we should enter this because there's $5,000. Well, 5,000 rand at the time. It was 1-to-1 the ratio, so it was $5,000. So it's a lot of money. So he goes, we should enter this race, let's start training for it. So he puts me in a car, drives me 18 miles, gives me a backpack filled with sand, gives me a pair of boots, those steel cap boots, tells me to run 18 miles. Of course, I know nothing, he knows nothing. I run 18 miles.
What a lot of young athletes, and these are young developing athletes, forget is that the object is to beat as many people as you can and make it a race. And a lot of them have learned not to race by putting themselves in no man's land, no woman's land, where now there's no one around them, there's no pressure, they're just going through the motions waiting for it to end and kick at the end. But if you challenge yourself and you go up and you run with somebody, now you're working hard, and you can run a lot better if you're competing.
Ready, steady, go! Lyrical style in my flow, yo!
Great job!
Ready.
Woo!
Ready.
Great job!
Lyrical
All the way around now, run the top, run the top!
Steady, go!
Looks great! Woo! Okay, run this hill! Great job, run this hill! Good job, good job! Now run the top! Tough on the top, run together, let's go! Great job, great job. Come on, run the top now, come on!